Good morning, web spiders. Good morning, web spiders. I am Mackenzie Spongberg, and I am principal today.
I'm going to interact just a minute. Boys and girls, Mackenzie's a first grader, and she has 267 or 61?
61.
261 reading counts points, okay? So typically, it takes a lot more points to be principal, but Mackenzie is principal for half the day when she reached 250 points. And I'm going to let Mackenzie tell you why we agreed on this prize. Mackenzie, what did you and Elizabeth Woods do to convince me?
We wrote notes to Miss Moran, and we asked for first grade if you could change it to 250.
And I said, you can't be principal for the whole day at 250, didn't I? Yeah. But I did agree that a half day was a reward that you should be able to earn as a first grader. And Mackenzie, what was one of your arguments? Why did you think first graders should be able to be principal with 250 points?
Since they can't really probably get to 500 by like the end of the year.
You guys have to read a lot of books, don't you? So some of our older kids are reading books that are 14, 15, 16 points at a time. And first graders, they're reading 1 and 2 point books. What's the highest point book you've read?
A
5-point book. So do you see that it takes a whole lot longer for a first grade student to get all the way even to 250 points? So again, Miss Spongberg and Miss Woods wrote me persuasive letters and trying to convince me why first grade should be able to be principal for the day at 250 points. So Miss Spongberg is our principal for half of today because she reached over 250 reading counts points. So congratulations. We're very, very proud of you. I know there are probably some other first graders that are pretty close to that. You okay? But I'll be real honest. I didn't receive any persuasive arguments from other first graders. I received them from Mackenzie and from Elizabeth, and so that's why we came to this conclusion. We have one student birthday in the web.
Owen Heldman.
From Mrs. McGuire's class.
From Mrs. McGuire's class.
And our very own Mrs. Williams in kindergarten.
And our very own Mrs. Waves in kindergarten.
It's also her birthday today. It's also her birthday today.
And it's also her birthday today, too.
Do you care if I give a little announcement?
No.
Okay. Today, okay, listen up. This is top secret. Today is After School Professionals Day. And our after school professionals include Miss Chrissy, Miss Midnight, and Miss Sydney in Cub Care. So think for just a minute. Have you ever gone to Cub Care this year? Maybe just in the morning or just in the afternoon. You don't have to go every day. If you'll notice, there's a thank you poster hanging in the cafeteria, and you guys helped Mrs. Clendenning to create that. Today, if you sometimes stay for Cub Care, but you aren't staying today, you can still do this, okay? On our way out today, Mrs. Clendenning is going to hand you a flower. And you take it to the Cub Care staff before you go home today. So on our way out on dismissal, even if you're a car rider, you can go see Mrs. Clendenning. You're going to get a flower, and you're going to take it into the Cub Care ladies today, and there's a nice vase in there for them to have a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You don't have to stay for Cub Care today. Just make sure your teacher knows you're going to get your flower, give it to Miss Chrissy, Miss Midnight, or Miss Sydney, who's ever there after school today, and then you're going to go home the way you're supposed to. So even if you're not staying for Cub Care today, we need you to thank our ladies in Cub Care for taking such good care of you. Does that make sense? Okay. Again, Mrs. Clendenning is going to give you a flower, and you're going to give it to the ladies in Cub Care right at dismissal time today. And we're going to thank them for everything they do.
Please stand and push your chairs, and we're going to have a moment of silence. Could you introduce your guests? And we have some guests, and they will introduce themselves.
Okay. My name is Lucas Dodd, and I am from Miss David's class.
My name's Sydney Miller, and I'm from Miss David's class.
My name's Danica Mayer, and I'm from Mrs. David's class.
My name is Olivia Lombardo. I'm from Miss David's class.
At this time, we will do our pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Spongberg, respect is our new character trait. Can you think of a way that we can, not respect, responsibility is our new character trait. Can you think of a way that we can show that we're responsible?
Makes our hands up clean.
Oh, yeah, that we respect ourselves and being responsible. Did you have any homework to do last night, Ms.
Yes.
Spongberg? Did you do it?
Yes.
Did you bring it back to school?
Yes.
Oh, then you're being responsible. Congratulations. How about you guys? Did you have any homework to do or any reading to do last night?
We had reading last night.
Okay, did you do it?
Yeah.
Are you ready to talk about it if someone asks you what you read?
Yep.
Okay, so you're being responsible. Lots of ways to show responsibility. Do you know, oh my gosh, this is a big one. You can stand right in front here. Did you know that if you say something that you shouldn't say, you're not being responsible? Because your brain, you can tell your brain to stop and think about something before you actually do it, can't you? So take control of your actions, whether they're physical actions or words that you're speaking, and make sure that you take responsibility for your actions and your words. You guys think you can do that today? Practice that. So what kinds of things should come out of your mouth? What would be okay?
Things?
Yeah. I used to tell my kids, and I still tell them, but they're all kind of big now. You are allowed to think anything you want. Your brain can think anything it wants, right?
Yes.
But once it comes out of your mouth, it can get you in a lot of trouble, right? So that's where you have to be responsible to keep it right here. If it's something that's bothering you or someone that's bothering you, let a grown-up help you through it. Try your debugging. Get to a grown-up in your debugging if you need to, but don't just say something that might get you in trouble. Be responsible for your actions and your words. Does that sound okay? All right. You guys ready to do the
To the creed.
Here we go.
I'm a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special.
Tell them to make it a great day.
Make it a great day in the weather. Make sure you are
Doing it right.
Awesome. Have a good day, spiders.